Hey guys, so for today's meal we are having sweet potato and spinach curry. We have this quite a lot, it's very delicious and very easy to make in the van. It's a one pot curry, so we thought we'd film and show you how we make it. So we need 2 or 3 large sweet potatoes, 3 or 4 tomatoes, a large onion, about 5 cloves of garlic, half a jar or 200 grams of chickpeas, a couple of really big handfuls of spinach, 2 stock cubes, vegetable stock cubes, this is a vegan meal. And then for the flavours we have cumin, a mixed curry flavour, salt and pepper, ground coriander, leaf coriander, and a couple of chilies, red chilies. Right, so to make the curry we also need obviously a knife to chop everything up, a chopping board, one of these to mix everything around, and a big pot, which is there already. As I said, this is a one pot curry, so right now the rice is cooking in that pot, and once that rice is done I'm going to take it out, put it into another bowl or just put it into our serving bowls, put some tin foil over the top, and then once the curry is ready we can just dish it out. The curry doesn't take that long to cook. Okay, so first off, prep the sweet potatoes. Now I think normally I would peel these potatoes, but we didn't bring the peeler along with us, and this knife isn't very good for peeling potatoes, so I'm just actually going to chop off the ends and give these potatoes a good wash. If you can get your sweet potatoes into cubes, but with this knife I have no chance. It was very difficult to chop those up. But anyway, as long as they're like the same sort of size pieces, then it's gonna cook just fine. Now we're just gonna dice up the onion. Mine's a very big onion, almost a whole onion, but yeah, about that much to 3 potatoes should do the job. Yeah, so I'm gonna do 6 cloves of garlic. So red chilies, I'm going to use that many red chilies. These are dried ones. If you can get fresh, even better. So I'm gonna use the chili and the seeds of those 2. Okay, next up, tomatoes. And again, just roughly cut these up into chunks or dice them or whatever you want to call it, like that. We're going with 3 because that's what we have. If you have more you could put an extra one, I guess. Right, okay, so I took the rice straight out of this pan, no need to wash. Put the flame back on, and then I didn't mention before, but you do need oil for this recipe, so I'm using olive oil. Any oil's good, I think olive oil is the best. So a good bit of olive oil in the pan. Chuck the sweet potato chunks, cubes, whatever you got, straight in. And also the onions and garlic. And you know what, let's get the chili in. Just give that a good stir around, kind of coat it with the oil. About 5 minutes, I guess, with the oil while the kettle was boiling, and now that's just about boiled. So what I'm going to do, as this is a one pot meal, is I've got the stock cube, I'm just going to sprinkle. So 2 stock cubes in the pot, and then just pour the boiling water straight in, enough to cover the potatoes. Looking good. So now I'm going to add all of the rest of the flavours, the cumin, the curry powder, and the ground coriander. The leaf coriander I'll add later on. Roughly, as always in the van, maybe a couple of, I'm using that size spoon. So I've done about 3 of those curries in there, and then usually about half the amount of the cumin. 1.5 cumins. Cook it for a little bit and then just get a little spoon in there, try it, and if you like it a little bit more curried or a little bit, you know, just go with the flow as always. And I'm also going to put 1 and a bit corianders. This is quite a big spoon, usually I'd use a teaspoon. So this is going to be quite a strong flavoured curry, but we like it strong flavoured. And then just give that a good mix round in that pan. Starting to smell good. So we need to bring this back to the boil now, and then we'll pop the lid on and let it simmer for about 5 to 7 minutes before we add the other ingredients, the chickpeas, the tomatoes, and then last of all, the spinach. So while we're waiting for those potatoes to soften up a little, we'll cut to some cute doggy action.
Back to Sarah.
So cute. This dog here is like Charlie, but a big size one. Oh, there's just so many dogs around, it's great. The boys are having a whale of a time. Okay, so those sweet potatoes are getting softer. It's been simmering for about 5 minutes, so now is the time to just throw in these lovely ripe tomatoes, chickpeas. Not drained, are they? Does it matter? No, not in this van. Usually I would drain them, but this is a one pot wonder and I can't be bothered. It's only water, so I'm going to put about half a jar of chickpeas in. Give that a good stir round. Okay, now I'm going to put the lid back on and let that simmer away for about another 5 minutes before we add the spinach. Right, so that's been about another 5 minutes. So let's just test the potatoes. Yeah, those potatoes are feeling quite soft now, almost ready. So now is the time for spinach. Basically, just as much as you can fit in the pan. Once that's shrink down a bit, we'll just give it a good old-fashioned mix up. Shouldn't take long to shrink down, probably only about a minute. And then add your seasoning, salt and pepper, and the leaf coriander right at the end. Give it all a real good mix, and then it should be ready. So that's our sweet potato, spinach, and chickpea curry ready to serve up. And the rice is still plenty warm enough. This is a big pot, and this is going to last us 2 meals easily, so we'll have it again tomorrow. So we will see what the chief taster thinks.
Thank you very much, babe. Look at that. So many nice ingredients. Oh, that's lovely. Oh, my mouth's been watering the whole time filming this. So good, so good. So many options.
Not too strong flavours.
It can never be too strong of flavours. But there's lots of variations you can have, but this one is fantastic. And it's healthy.
So there you go, there you have the one pot curry. Really easy to make and doesn't take that much time. The rice actually takes longer than the curry to make, so you could substitute for couscous or something if you wanted something a bit quicker. And yeah, it literally takes about 15 or 20 minutes, I suppose. Sweet potatoes cook really quick, so it's great for the van. And yes, we've got enough for 2 meals. So we're going to tuck into this. Thanks for watching, guys. And we'll see you in the next Cooking in a Camper.
Enough jibber jabber, darling. Get yourself a bowl.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give us a thumbs up and hit that like button below.
If you haven't subscribed to our channel, then please do, and keep the comments coming because we absolutely love to hear from you.
And we'll see you in the next video.